All right. Shalom. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Secondly, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that teach and rule well today. And citation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that's scattered worldwide, that's in the faith and uplifting the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. I'm the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone, South Carolina Maintenance Branch, coming at you with another quick lesson. And as always, before I get into my lessons, this message or these videos goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, and also to the Israelite foreigners that scattered amongst the heathen nations, and they may take on the typical look of another nation. But if your bloodline goes back to Negro, Latino, or Native American descent by the seed of your father, you are considered an Israelite as well. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into, like I said, a quick lesson, as I got a couple of videos I'm going to touch on. And as you can see, the first video I have is off Endure These Last Days 2. As you can see the title, Who is the Nation of Edom? Okay, basically today. Okay, and we know us that's in the faith and that's following on, okay, when it comes to the scriptures, okay, the truth, okay, and it comes to the true nationalities of the Bible. We here now have the understanding who are the biblical Edomites, which no doubt is the so-called white race, okay? Mainly starting with the elites, the ones that call themselves the illuminated ones, all the way down to the less illuminary ones, okay, that doing their bidding, and even down to the average so-called white person of Edom, okay? And you do have Israelites scattered amongst these other nations, in particular, the so-called white race as well, okay? And that's, part of the curses that the Lord put upon us as a nation, as we're scattered amongst these nations. The average look of a Hebrew Israelite is so-called black, Latino, Hispanic, or Native American. But like I say, we are scattered amongst all nations to the point that you're going to have some of our people look like the heathens, and in particular, Esau, Edom. Okay, but the pure breed Edomites go back to the, Edomites go to the so-called white race today, man. Okay, and this individual made the statement going into how Esau, Edom had to be here in the last days, because the scriptures talk about when the Lord come back, who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shai, in the Paleo Hebrew, okay, a so-called Negro, okay, from the tribe of Judah, okay, he's going to come back to wage war against the heathen nations and their kingdom at the peak of the Third World War. He's going to take them out of power, okay, and the main nation that he's going to take down when it comes to the superpower is the biblical Edomites. So no doubt that they are here today. But you have individuals such as Vocab Malone, okay, and people, that's out there now knowing about the Hebrew Israelites. They're making statement that the Edomites are done away with, or the so-called white race is not Esau, Edom. They go back to the sons of Japhet, okay, which the sons of Japhet are the Hawaiians, the Samoans, okay, the Aboriginals, okay, the Polynesians, ninjas, okay, over there in those islands, man. Okay, they are the sons of Japhet, but no doubt the biblical Edomites are here today, and they are the so-called white race. So I'm gonna play a couple of these videos, and I'm gonna touch on some scriptures. Like I said, just a quick video to get into, touching on the biblical Edomites, man. And that they no doubt they're here today. Okay, so let me go ahead and play it.
And the question is simply this. Who is the nation of Edom today? Because it's prophesied in Isaiah chapter 63, verses 1 through 4, and Isaiah chapter 34, verses 5 through 8, that Jesus will come back to a kingdom ruled by Edom. So they have to be on the earth today. So that's the question.
So that's biblical prophecy, man. That they're here today. Okay? Because he made the statement that who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shai, is going to come back and take him out of power, man. Okay, let's get those scriptures he quoted, okay, to start the lesson. And I already have it queued up. Okay, he made mention of Isaiah, the 34th chapter. Okay, and Isaiah, the 63rd chapter. But I'm going to get the 34th chapter real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. So it is going into, the scripture is going into the third World War III. Okay, the third World War. Okay, to represent the nuclear missiles. Okay, and that's the blessing that the Lord gave Esau Edom in the form of his military might, is the sword. Okay, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua is setting him up to bring his own destruction, man. Okay, when Esau Edom kingdom in nuclear destruction, mainly America, okay, which is known as Babylon the Great. This place, America, is going to be totally destroyed of thermonuclear destruction, of fire, man. And by the way, also of the chariots, okay, when Yahweh Shai returned with the hosts of angels, what the world called UFOs, the chariots, okay, the wage war against Esau Edom and these heathen nations, man. Okay, so that's what it's going into, okay, on verse 4. Verse 5, it said, for my sword shall be bathed in the heaven, and behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And that's Esau Edom. And another way saying Edom in the Greek is Idumea. Okay? So this is going into the time of the Lord bringing destruction to the Edomites, okay, or also known as Idumea. Okay? And it's going to, the destruction is going to end their kingdom. Okay? Their rulership, when Yahweh Shai return, once again, to bring fire, to bring war, okay? And those missiles going to play a key part into destroying America, man, okay? So that one of the scriptures he quoted, Isaiah chapter 34. So now we're going to go to the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter that he made mention of. This is Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel. Yeah, kind of. And Basra was a key chief capital city of the Edomites in the ancient times, okay? And today it would be America, okay? Because America is the chief country that these elites or Esau Edom rule out of, man. Okay, you starting with the elites on down. Okay, America is the #1 country or superpower that's been put up as the beacon of light. Okay, all these nations had drunken on to the ways or the philosophies of America, or had done trades or financial business with America. Okay, everything stems out of America when it comes to wickedness, when it comes to rulership. Okay, although now we're at the point of America coming to this point of a financial crash, civil unrest, the plagues that's about to hit this place. Okay, but when Yahweh Shai return, this is going to be the main place that's going to be destroyed once again by fire. Okay, and that's what it's going into. Okay, and it says, who is this that comes from Edom with dyed garment from Basra? this that is glorious in his apparel, okay, when Yahweh shall return with the hosts of angels, okay, the chariots, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Yeah, and the Lord is only going to save a remnant out of that destruction, okay, the remnant of the nation of Israel, okay, which considered the elect, okay, the 144,000 and the 1/3 as well of men, women, and children that make up the great multitude, okay? The elect is going to be delivered, okay, at that time by the way of the chariots, okay? Those that allotted to be redeemed by the chariots as well, okay? The Lord bringing destruction, but he also is going to bring salvation once again to the elect, okay? By beaming the elect up into the chariots, from that to destruction. Verse 2, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that trotteth in the wine fat. So this is symbolic for the great destruction that Yahushua is going to come with, okay, upon Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations, okay? And also at that time, 2/3 of our people, okay, are the wicked of Israel, or Negro, Latino, Native American descent, okay? But it's going into the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, bringing down the power structure of the Edomites. And it says, I had trodden the wide prince alone, and the people there was none with me, for I tread them in my anger and trampled them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. So this proving right here that the Edomites are going to be here in the last days, man. Okay, as we're witnessing the downfall of their kingdom, as they being exposed. Okay? Because that's what it is now, man. They being exposed, man. Okay? They being exposed. We finding out who the biblical Edomites are. Okay? We finding out who are the other nations as well when it comes to their biblical nationality. And we're finding out who the true chosen people of God is, okay? Which are the Israelites, what's happening to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? So since they being exposed, okay, now we're witnessing the downfall of their kingdom, man. Okay? And after the destruction of America, Esau, Edom, starting with Esau, Edom, mainly the elites that's going to escape the destruction of those missiles, as they're going to be in their retreats, their bunkers, okay, right along with other nations that's not going to taste of the destruction of those missiles. The Lord is going to reserve them for captivity. Okay, let's get this real quick. So that's their future after the destruction of America, and when Yahweh returned to set up the kingdom of Israel here on the earth. Okay, which, by the way, the land of Israel, which is being occupied by the Edomites as well, which go back to Amalek, okay, as we call them the small hats, the chief seat of Edom, that land is going to be destroyed as well, okay, just for us to rightfully own our land, okay, and the missiles going to cleanse that land, okay, when the Lord allowed Russia to shoot their missiles upon the land of Israel, okay, and that's in Ezekiel chapter 38. But let me continue on. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 49. And I'm going to start off at verse 7. And it says, concerning Edom, this say the Lord of hosts, okay? And the hosts mean armies, okay? So once again, Yahweh Shah coming back to wage war against the biblical Edomites, okay, mainly, and the rest of these heathen nations that got military forces. Okay, and it says, concerning Edom, this say the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, because they being exposed. Okay, starting with the one of the tribes of the smartest of the Edomites. Okay, Teman, which go back to the Germans today. Okay, and they very known for war. Okay, creating weapons, okay? They create these, nuclear missiles, okay? And it says, verse 8, flee ye and turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. So this showing you that the Lord is visiting Esau, Edom, which are the so-called white race, the wicked. Okay, the wicked and the devil that the Bible speak of, man. No doubt about it, man. And they're here today, ready to get their due judgment, man. That's why we're witnessing the downfall of America and the downfall of Esau, Edom, and the rising of the nation of Israel, okay? And it says, continue on, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some cleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. Okay, and that's Esau, Edom momentum. Okay, here this devil done gain everything, man. Okay, he done conquer all nations, especially us. Okay, he done rule, he done conquer the world by the way of the sword, which is his blessing. Okay, he done have everything unto himself, now to the point that these elites are ready to stamp everybody with that MOTB, that micro, which is written in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, that's the next prophecy, okay, that's about to come to the point of being fulfilled as we witnessing them bringing in a cashless society, okay, and setting up a monetary system through a digital system. Okay, that's why you're hearing now more of the talks of the CBDC, okay, central bank digital currency. Okay, and that's going to come into the form of that MOTB, that micro. Okay, so these devils never have enough, man. Okay, like I said, they done gained the whole world, the whole earth. They done conquer every nation, man, and still want more. Okay, matter of fact, let me get another quick video that I got queued up.
The untold story of...
Now, this video is off the beloved elder, Elder Yashawamba from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. Okay, as one of his channels he have is Through and Info, and you can see the title, "The Children Will Complain of an Ungodly Father," Sirach chapter 41, verse 7. Okay, so this is, you know, apparently to be an Edomite, going into the catastrophic history of his forefathers. Okay, how they gain everything, man, through bloodshed, especially when it comes to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, and they're gonna have to pay for that, man. And that's what time we're coming into, the time of their judgment.
American white supremacy. I mean, I just read about the Indian land grab, and I'm like, my gosh, man, good Lord. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth. Because that means we've got to look people in the face and say, our forefathers were the worst people in the history of mankind. The things that they did, that manifest destiny, that kind of mentality has been atrocious. What we have done to the African Americans. The estimated number of wealth that came from slavery, from free labor, and that's what it was. And they estimate that the amount of money that came from slavery was around $24 trillion. You can't even grasp that much money. The average person has a hard time grasping what $1 billion is. $1 trillion. Holy shit. And a lot of people don't want to admit the truth because a lot of people also are scared that what happens if I'm going to jump in this tomorrow.
Yeah, so there you go, man. Okay, and the scripture says that you're going to have Esau, Edom, when it comes to their tongue, falling upon themselves, man. Okay, exposing each other. Okay, so you got these average American Edomites, you know, they feel like they got to expose now due to they don't get a fair shake. Okay, they starting to see this system is totally against them and how they being enslaved, okay, by certain contracts such as the Social Security, birth certificate, Okay, so now they upset against these elites. Okay, and how this system or how this country was, how it gained success off of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, you just heard what he said, 24 trillion. Okay, but he benefit off that. Okay, the American Edomites. Okay, but now we in the point of all hell about to break loose, and this system is going to shits. Okay, but now they want to stand up and talk about exposure of their forefathers. But that's more clarification that the Edomites are here today, and they're against each other. Okay, and it's more for us, more information for us, starting with the men of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, the prophets, to go out there and expose them more. Okay, now let me get I'll come back to that. Well, that's Psalms chapter 64. This is get straight to the point. Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And so you're witnessing that. Esau, Edom telling on each other, man. And that's why now more and more you're starting to see nations coming against the Edomites, even amongst themselves, man. Okay, the whole earth is coming against the Edomites. Because we're in the time of their judgment. Okay? And now all the exposure coming out due to the information age, okay, about their history. Okay, now they want to try to change it. Critical race theory, okay, reverse racism. When you bring these subjects up about how they gain success in America off the, as he say, the free labor that came by the way of bloodshed of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, and now we're in the time of the Lord raising up the prophets, okay, to go out there and teach and to prophesy about the destruction that's going to come and the judgment that's going to come to these Edomites. Okay, let me see if I can get another quick one. Well, that's Job chapter 12 and 15. Let me see. Here we go. Job chapter 15, verse 5. For thou mouth uttered thy iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Okay, yeah, they're being exposed. They're exposing each other. Okay, as we just witnessed. Okay. Both of them videos, really, but especially the last one I played. Thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee. And the scriptures talk about that shameful spewing. Okay. Let me see if I can find that real quick in Habakkuk. And so now they get that shameful spewing of their history, man. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So you're seeing that. Okay, how Esau gained everything. As that individual say, they call it manifest destiny. Okay, but now look, okay, it's a shameful history. Okay, and there's going to be a judgment for that, man. Okay, so that's it on that. Go back to the book of Jeremiah chapter 49, verse, let me see, verse 10. And it says, but I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Yeah, basically, the Lord going to bring him to nothing. Okay, and it starts with them being exposed, man. Okay, the Edomites. Okay, who they are today, and their agenda, their intent, according to end-time prophecy, man. Okay, that ultimately they want to try to establish the NWO, which is going to be a failing attempt, because ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to intervene. Okay, soon as the point they come to the point of trying to, how can I put it? Electronic tag everybody, okay, with that Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, that when the Lord really going to move on them. And the Lord is moving on them now, okay? But it's going to be manifest destiny when Yahweh Shai return and take them out of power, man, okay? And their beloved kingdom, starting with America, being destroyed by those missiles, okay? So Esau is being made bare, okay? Let me see, and it says, leave thy fatherless children, and I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. Yeah, because they're going to go into captivity, okay? For this say the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. Okay, that's us, okay, because we're the righteous, okay? But due to our disobedience, okay, which is prophecy, and being, you know, a stubborn nation, going after these false gods, upholding these idols, going after the hedonistic customs of these other nations, okay, the Lord punished us by putting us in captivity, okay, especially now in this time here in America, under Esau, Edom, and the rest of our enemies, of these heathen nations, okay? So we had to drink of that cup, okay, the judgment of the Lord, okay, which come in the form of those curses, okay? For this said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup has surely drunken. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And that's going to be Esau, Edom future, okay, after the destruction of this place. And Yahweh Shai established the kingdom, starting with the elect being joint heirs, okay? So now they being revealed, man. And that's only going to go downhill from here. Let me get a couple of more scriptures. I'm going to play one more video and I'll close out. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, starting at 3. And it reads, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first. Okay, and that happened to us, the nation of Israel. Ultimately, you know, we was kicked out of the land, okay, now to the point that we over here in captivity up on the Esau, Edom, okay, as we discontinue from our heritage, okay, but now the Lord is bringing back the nation of Israel through this word, okay, through the truth, by the way of the prophets, the ministry, okay? And it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, and that's Esau, Edom. Okay, he's being revealed. Who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Okay, and that came through what, the time of the Renaissance. Okay, when the Borgia family came back into power. Okay, they put their images up as the Lord being a so-called white man. Okay, Cesare Borgia. God being a so-called white man, the angels, the children of the sons or the children of Israel being white, or during the time of iconoclasm, okay, or whitewashing, okay, and from there, okay, they put themselves up as God, okay, here now through this technocracy, the technology they have, showing themselves that the technology they have is more surpassed the power of the God of the Bible and the creator of all things. Okay, the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's what they're boasting now. Okay, but the Lord said they're going to be deceived, man. Okay, starting with these elites. But it says, continue on. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withhold that he might be revealed in his time. Okay, the time now he's being revealed, who the biblical Edomites are. And it says, for the mystery of iniquity do already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. Yeah, because one point of time, they ruled during the time of the Roman Empire. Okay, but they fell. Okay, for 1,000-year period when the Dark Ages came about, the medieval times. Okay, and after that 1,000-year period, as I made mention, they came back into power through the Borgia family during the 14th century, or the Renaissance, meaning the rebirth. Okay, and now they're in Rome all over again. Okay, because the American and the EU, okay, is patterned after the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, and that ain't hard to tell, man. Okay, through their system, how they set up everything, the Roman numbers, okay, the Colosseums, okay, the politics system, okay, and before NATO called itself NATO, the EU, okay, which NATO means North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, another name for that treaty was the Treaty of Rome. Okay, so this is the Roman Empire all over again. Okay, and the Lord has allowed them to do all this wickedness till the Lord take them out of the way, and we at that point in time. Okay, and it says, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, okay, with the prophets, through the information age. Okay, even like, once again, they telling on themselves. Okay, and all these nations are exposing Esau, Edom. And it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, that's Yahweh Shai, with the hosts of angels, and also those nuclear missiles that's going to come to bring the destruction of America. And that's going to be the end of Esau, Edom rulership. Okay, and it says, even him whose coming is after working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. So that show you that Esau, Edom is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, and it ain't hard to tell here as we coming in the time of 2023. Look at what are they pushing. Okay, the word Satan means adversary. Everything that Esau, Edom is pushing is contrary or adversary against the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai when it comes to the law, statute, commandments that's in the Bible. Okay? So that's it on that. And so this they time to rejoice. Okay, let me get that. So the biblical Edomites are here today. And I read a couple of scriptures to expound on that. Okay, which is, the prophecies that coming into the time of the Lord bringing judgment on the Edomites. Okay, and establishing the kingdom of Israel, okay, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, that's soon to be established. This is Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. And we read a couple of scriptures, okay, touching on Jeremiah chapter 49, verses 7 through 12. Okay, if we touch on Habakkuk chapter 2 about their shameful spewing. Okay, their nakedness represent they being uncovered, man. Okay, they being exposed. Okay, now they about to drink of the cup of judgment. Okay, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He would no more carry thee away into captivity. Okay, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what we're witnessing. Okay, especially us that's in the faith. Okay, us are the hopeful elect. We witnessing the exposure of Esau, Edom, and ultimately their downfall, man. So that's it on that. Let me get matter of fact, let me play this last video and I'm gonna get 2 more scriptures.
I understand.
And once again, this right here, get it out, this out the way. Also, this video is also off one of the brothers' page, as I mentioned earlier, and during these last days too. And it says, Edom will soon serve, and they know it. Okay, like I said, these Edomites, some of them, they come to the point of understanding as the prophets out here, and they start to get a guilty conscience that possibly that they're gonna go into captivity. Okay, because it's being told to them, and they're witnessing the downfall of their kingdom. Okay, to the certain extent. Okay.
Then in a few generations from now, people that look like me will serve your tribe. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. What tribe? Because Africa. I know we have differences. Right. Okay. We have differences.
And he said you're gonna serve your tribe. You say Africa, but we're not Africans. Okay. The original Africans go back to the sons of Ham. Okay, we come from the sons of Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not Africa. Okay, although we was scattered amongst all nations, and from the time we flee into Africa to the point that we got, the southern kingdom. Okay, the Negroes came over here on the cargo slave ships doing the Atlantic slave trade, but we're not Africans. Okay, and the original Africans, the Hamites, they're gonna go into captivity as well, right along with Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations up under us, the Israelites. Okay, so let me continue on.
But I see that, and I just want to ask you guys politely to not be as oppressive as we were. That's all I ask. Whenever we had the rule, you're right. We're ruling over you. That's right. Okay. Not real oppressive as you were with us, as you see. Now the thing is, if you guys are, I don't fucking blame you. Pardon me. The untold story of American white supremacy.
Yeah, it is. The scripture says it's going to be double unto them, man. Okay, and in the kingdom, man, they're going to be enslaved for 1,000 years period. Okay, and during that time, soon the kingdom is set up, starting with the elect. Okay, the new covenant is going to be in effect with the law, statute, commandments in our inward parts. Okay, and we're going to live forever, immortality. And right along with that goes to come the authority of having that spiritual power, man, the rule, okay, and to put these nations in captivity, and they're going to have to build our kingdom up, okay? And everything that they have destroyed, they're going to have to rebuild, man, okay? So the scripture says double unto them, man, okay? And now the slavery that they put us through, all the heinous crimes that they did against us, okay, we ain't going to do those wicked acts that Esau, Edom done to us, like butt breaking and all that madness, man. Okay, but they're going to get double, man. Okay, the Lord is going to bring that judgment upon them, man. Okay, that's why the scripture says that cup shall pass unto thee. So let me get on Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. And it reads, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patient and the faith of the saints. And that's what the nation of Israel, us of the hopeful elect, we're waiting on, man. Because we know that this is soon to be prophecy, okay, after the Lord return, okay, and set up the captivity of Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations. So there's going to be judgment for them, okay. So once again, proving that the Edomites are here today. And let me end off with 2 Esdras chapter 6. I'm going to start off at verse 6. 2 Esdras chapter 6, verse 6. And it says, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. So that's the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, telling you that he control all things when it comes to prophecy. And now we're at the time of prophecy of Esau, Edom going down. Okay, end time prophecy. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow? Verse 9, the point. Okay, verse 8 and 9. And it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, and when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob handheld first the hill of Esau. Okay, and right now, through the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord sent up the prophets. Spiritually, the Lord have his hand on the hill of Esau, Edom, man. Okay, by the strongholds being, all the lies that have been taught here in America being exposed, and Esau, Edom being exposed. And the nation of Israel starting with the elect waking up through this truth. Okay, but it's going to come to a physical part okay, when they're going to go into captivity. Okay, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we're at the end of Esau, Edom world, his age, his reign, okay, his rulership, okay, and now we're approaching the time of Jacob, okay, that's about to rule. And it starts with the Lord waking up the elect, and eventually Yahushua returning to redeem the elect, and Yahushua establishing the kingdom of Israel here on the earth, and our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom forever, okay? And Esau, Edom is going to go down, and they're going to go into captivity once again for that 1,000-year period. And after that 1,000-year period, they're going to be Obadiah 1:18, okay? You read that, okay? And all the rest of the heathen nation that's going to be reserved, they're going to still be in the captivity, okay? But they're going to be tributaries, okay? They're going to still have to be up under us, because our kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom. But I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson here. And I pray that the lesson may edify. Okay, once again, just going into some scriptures to proving that Esau, Edom is here in the last days. Okay, the prophetic times of their kingdom that's about to go down, and Yahushua returning to establish the kingdom of Israel, starting with the elect. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders are the great millstone that teach and rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scatter worldwide that's in the faith and exalting the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, in all truth and sincerity. Until the next time, shalom to the elect. Shalom.